Welcome to today's video where we uncover the fascinating story of onions, the world's second most consumed vegetable, and follow their path from seed to table across continents. Each year, farmers cultivate more than 100 million metric tons of onions, feeding billions of people and powering one of the most essential vegetable industries. From the expansive plains of India, China, and the United States to the fertile soils of Egypt, Turkey, and the Netherlands, onion production is a tale of scale, creativity, and adaptation to diverse climates. In this documentary, we'll take you through the onion's complete journey, from tiny seeds planted in nurseries to high-tech harvesting machines, and finally to processing factories where onions are turned into flakes, powders, and flavoring ingredients used in kitchens worldwide. The story starts with seed selection. Farmers choose hybrid varieties that deliver high yields, withstand diseases, and store well under their region's conditions. Onion types are closely tied to day length. Long day onions flourish in northern regions such as North America, Russia, and parts of Europe, while short and intermediate day onions thrive in warmer zones like Mexico, Egypt, and India. Seeds may be sown directly in the field or raised in nurseries, depending on technology, labor, and climate. In nurseries, seedlings spend 6 to 8 weeks under carefully managed watering and feeding, building strong roots and producing a few leaves before being transplanted. Before planting, fields are carefully prepared. In many top-producing nations, laser leveling ensures flat, well-drained soil. Raised beds and plastic mulch are common in dry regions from northern India to western China and parts of the U.S. Beneath the mulch, drip irrigation delivers water directly to the root zone, reducing losses, controlling weeds, and ensuring consistent growth. Fertilizer mixes vary, but nitrogen supports leaf development, phosphorus strengthens roots, and potassium adds firmness to bulbs. Sulfur, when added, enhances the sharpness and aroma prized in many dishes. When planting begins, growers may transplant nursery-raised seedlings or sow seeds straight into the soil. Transplanting is favored in areas where early harvest brings higher prices, while large, mechanized farms with less labor prefer direct seeding. Planting density also varies with purpose. Onions grown for processing are planted closer together to produce smaller bulbs, while onions intended for fresh markets are spaced farther apart to achieve larger, uniform bulbs. Efficient water management is at the heart of onion farming. In many countries, modern drip systems are replacing traditional flood irrigation. This technology saves water, reduces disease, and boosts yields. In Israel, the US, and parts of Asia, farmers rely on soil sensors and climate-based irrigation schedules to maximize efficiency. As onions grow, they receive nutrients through fertigation, while integrated pest management controls pests like thrips and diseases like downy mildew with a mix of resistant varieties, biological agents, and timed sprays. Onions respond strongly to daylight. As the season advances and day length matches each variety's genetic requirement, the crop enters bulbing stage. At this point, the leaves developed earlier form the foundation of the bulb, with each healthy leaf adding a layer. Farmers strive to grow as much healthy foliage as possible before bulbing starts, as this directly determines yield and bulb size. When maturity arrives, the plant's green tops naturally fall over, signaling harvest time. Harvesting methods differ worldwide. In some regions, it's still done by hand, while others use semi-mechanical tools or advanced harvesters. Machines lift the bulbs, shake off excess soil, and place them into windrows to dry. In Europe and North America, massive self-propelled harvesters handle hundreds of tons daily, while in Africa and Asia, manual labor remains crucial. Curing is the next critical step, ensuring onions store well. Around the globe, curing is done either in open fields under the sun or in climate-controlled sheds where warm air dries the outer skin and seals the neck. With proper curing, onions can be stored for months and transported long distances without spoilage. Afterward, they move to packing facilities where they are cleaned, graded by size and quality, and packed into mesh bags or crates that allow ventilation. Not all onions are sold fresh. A significant share goes to processing factories in major producers such as China, India, and the US. Here, onions are peeled, sliced, and dried into flakes, powders, and granules. These products end up in instant noodles, soups, frozen meals, sauces, snacks, and countless seasoning mixes. Processing facilities follow strict hygiene rules using controlled drying, metal detectors, and quality checks to meet international food safety standards. The onion trade thrives on global diversity. India and China lead in production, serving both domestic demand and exports. Spain and the Netherlands dominate exports in Europe. Egypt supplies much of the Middle East, and Mexico is vital for North American markets. Thanks to this worldwide network, onions are available throughout the year, with harvests from different latitudes, filling seasonal gaps and balancing prices. Technology is transforming onion farming everywhere. Farmers now use drones, satellites, and remote sensing to track crop health and spot issues early. Automated irrigation and nutrient systems save resources, while weather-based decision tools reduce disease threats. Better storage technology extends shelf life, making supply chains more reliable in the face of climate pressures and rising global populations. From tiny seeds raised in nurseries to golden bulbs stacked in warehouses, from traditional small farms in Africa to advanced mechanized systems in Europe and the US, the onion's journey is one of coordination, innovation, and global significance. It connects farmers to families, local fields to international trade, and centuries-old traditions to cutting-edge technology. Thank you for joining us on this worldwide documentary about onions, how they are grown, harvested, and processed. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of agriculture. Drop a comment to let us know which crop or farming process you'd like us to feature next. Stay tuned for more stories about the food that sustains our world.